Good morning, class. This is Tanvi Agrawal, and today we are here with our new topic, that is gametogenesis of chapter 3, human reproduction. We have discussed the male and female reproductive system in our earlier videos. Today we will discuss about the gametogenesis process. Okay, so what is the we have discussed in the male reproductive system what were the primary sex organs in the male. These were the testes, and the primary sex organ in the female, these were the ovaries. Okay, we have discussed already and you all know about it. So production of male gametes in the what is the male gametes, that is the sperm, and what is the female gamete, that is ovum. So production of male gamete and the production of female gamete with by which the process is happened, that is called gametogenesis. Means formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. By the process is called gametogenesis. Okay, so formation of male and female gametes with the process, that is called gametogenesis. So if the formation of sperm is taken place, then this process is called spermatogenesis, and if the formation of ovum is take place, then the process is called oogenesis. So today we will discuss about the process spermatogenesis, means formation of sperm. The process of formation of sperm is called spermatogenesis. So what happened, by which and the with which type of cell the process of spermatogenesis takes place, we have discussed in the male reproductive system. There are two types of cells in seminiferous tubules. First one is the male germ cell, that is also called spermatogonia. Okay, so male germ cell spermatogonia produce sperm by the spermatogenesis began at puberty. Okay, so what is the puberty at the age of the male or female, at the age on which the male boy or female girl attains sexual maturity, that is called puberty. So in testis, male germ cell, which are the male germ cell in the testis, these are spermatogonia. Spermatogonia produce sperm by the spermatogenesis, which is begins at the puberty. Spermatogonia present in inside wall of the seminiferous tubule. I have told you in the structure of the testis there are 200 to 250 testicular lobules, and each testicular lobules has 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules, and each seminiferous tubule there are two types of cells inside the seminiferous tubule. These are spermatogonia and Sertoli cells, and outside the seminiferous tubules there are interstitial cell or Leydig cells. So what is the function of interstitial or Leydig cells? Production of male hormone androgen. And the what is the function of Sertoli cell, which are present inside the seminiferous tubule to give nutrition to the developing sperm. So spermatogonia present on inside wall of the seminiferous tubule multiply by mitotic division and increase in number. Spermatogonia, which are the germ cells which are present inside the seminiferous tubule, multiply with the help of mitosis. Mitosis takes place in the spermatogonia cells and it increase in number. So each spermatogonia is diploid and contain 46 chromosome. The spermatogonia which is diploid in nature and contain 46 chromosome. Some spermatogonia called primary spermatocytes and spermatocytes undergo these are written cannot correctly, this will be undergo. Okay, some spermatogonia called primary spermatocytes undergo meiosis. uh, some spermatogonia are called primary spermatocytes, and these primary spermatocytes undergoes in meiosis process, and meiosis will takes place in the primary spermatocyte. First of all, spermatogonia increase in number with the mitotic division, and after that these are called primary spermatocyte which undergo meiosis. Primary spermatocytes complete first meiotic division leading to formation of equal haploid cell called secondary spermatocytes. Primary spermatocytes complete the first meiotic division. There are the two meiosis. In meiosis there are two type of division, first meiotic division and second meiotic division. So after the completion of first meiotic division, formation of secondary spermatocytes takes place, which is haploid in nature, because we know in the meiosis process, meiotic cell division, chromosome number become half. So these are, this all about is shown in this diagrammatic representation. So first of all, there is a spermatogonia. Okay, spermatogonia at puberty starts developing, and by the mitotic cell division it increase in number and form primary spermatocyte. Spermatocytes are nothing but these are also spermatogonia, and after that these spermatogonia is also called primary spermatocyte. And the spermatocytes undergo meiotic division, and first meiotic division they form secondary spermatocyte. After first meiotic division there are two cells are formed, and the chromosome number become half. Then spermatogonia contain 46 chromosome number, and after the meiosis the secondary spermatocyte which are formed contain 23 chromosome number. Okay, so I hope this is clear to all of you. Now secondary spermatocytes undergo second meiotic division to produce four equal haploid spermatid. Secondary spermatocytes which are formed after the first meiotic division undergo second meiotic division to produce four equal haploid spermatid. We know that in the process, in the cell division of meiotic cell division, there are four haploid cell are formed. So in this process also four equal haploid spermatid are formed. After the secondary spermatocytes, after second meiotic division, four haploid spermatid is formed. So there is a process called spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis is the process, the transformation of spermatid into spermatozoa. Spermatozoa is equal to sperms. We can say sperm to spermatozoa and spermatozoa to sperms. So transformation of spermatid, ठीक है, transformation of spermatid into spermatozoa is called spermiogenesis. Okay, spermiogenesis, what is spermiogenesis? Transformation of spermatid into sperm is called spermiogenesis. So after spermiogenesis, sperm had become embedded in Sertoli cell and finally released from the seminiferous tubule. All this process is taking place inside the seminiferous tubule. After spermiogenesis means after the formation of sperm, sperms had become embedded in the Sertoli cell. Why? Because Sertoli cell provide nutrition to the sperm. So that's why the head of the sperm become embedded in the Sertoli cell and finally released from the seminiferous tubule. And after that it is released from the seminiferous tubule. So what is the process? Spermiation. Spermiation means releasing of sperm from seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubule, from the seminiferous tubule, the releasing of the sperm is called spermiation. What is spermiogenesis? The transformation of spermatid into sperm is called spermiogenesis, and releasing of sperm from the seminiferous tubule is called spermiation. These both the process are very important, and this will be asked in the exam also. So it is very important. So I have already written in the important. So now you can see in the diagram the secondary spermatocytes is formed in the previous page. So after second meiotic division, spermatid is formed. Okay, so spermatid is formed, and these spermatid convert into the spermatozoa. So the transformation of spermatid into spermatozoa is called spermiogenesis. And the transformation of release of sperm from the seminiferous tubule is called spermiation. These two both the process are important. So this process is shown in the diagram also. First one is the C. First one is spermatogonia. Okay, so spermatogonia present inside the seminiferous tubule and Sertoli cell are present. Two type of cells are present inside the seminiferous tubule. Then some spermatogonia called primary spermatocytes. These primary spermatocytes undergo meiotic division and form secondary spermatocyte, and these secondary spermatocyte form spermatid, and spermatid after that is called sperm or spermatozoa. So you can see in the diagram that the Sertoli cell, the head of the spermatozoa is embedded in the Sertoli cells. See here, spermatozoa, this is the spermatozoa and it is its head and it is embedded in the Sertoli cell because it get the nutrition from it. So spermatogenesis starts at the age of puberty. What is puberty? Time in life when a boy or girl becomes sexually mature. The time in life when boy or girl becomes sexually mature, that is called puberty. So spermatogenesis means formation of sperm takes place at the age of puberty due to significant increase in secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is hypothalamic hormone. And when the spermatogenesis gets started at the age of puberty. Okay, so due to the significant increase when the puberty start, then there is a secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is a hypothalamic hormone. Hypothalamus is the part of the brain. Okay, so from there the gonadotropic hormone is released. Increased level of gonadotropic hormone act at anterior pituitary. जो increased level है gonadotropin हार्मोन का, that is act on anterior pituitary. There are the two parts of the pituitary. First one is anterior and second one is posterior. So gonadotropin hormone act at the anterior pituitary and stimulate the secretion of two gonadotropin hormone. These are luteinizing hormone and second one is follicular stimulating hormone. In short, we write luteinizing hormone as LH and follicular stimulating hormone as FSH. So these are the gonadotropin hormone. So what is the function of LH and FSH? LH act at Leydig cells. I have already discussed about the Leydig cell or interstitial cell which are present outside the seminiferous tubule. So LH, luteinizing hormone, act at Leydig cell and stimulate secretion of androgen hormone. LH stimulate to the Leydig cell for the formation of androgen hormone, and androgen stimulate process of spermatogenesis. When the androgen is released, the process of spermatogenesis get started. FSH act on the Sertoli cell and stimulate secretion of some factor which help in spermiogenesis. FSH act on Sertoli cells. Okay, FSH act on Sertoli cell and stimulate secretion of some factor which help in the process of spermiogenesis. What is spermiogenesis? Transformation of spermatid into sperm. That is called spermiogenesis. Clear? So these are the two important hormone, that is gonadotropin hormone. First one is luteinizing hormone, second one is FSH. So now comes upon the structure of a sperm. If we see a structure of a sperm, there are four structure are present in a particular sperm. So a sperm is composed of head, head region, neck region, middle piece and tail. There are four parts of the sperm: head, neck, middle piece and tail. Plasma membrane envelop whole body. The plasma membrane covers the whole body of the sperm. Sperm head contain elongated haploid nucleus, because I have discussed that the male gamete are haploid. So the chromosome number in the sperm is 23 in the case of human beings. Sperm head contains elongated haploid nucleus. Anterior portion of the head is covered by a cap-like structure. There is a cap-like structure which is present above the head region, that is called acrosome. And in acrosome there are many digestive enzymes are present which are helpful in the time of fertilization. So this is the very important structure present in the sperm. Acrosome is filled with enzymes that help in fertilization of ovum. Middle piece possesses several mitochondria. That is the middle part of the sperm is called middle piece, that possesses several mitochondria which produce energy for the movement of the tail. We know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's why it provides the energy to the sperm by which it can move. By which it can move with the help of its tail. So middle piece possesses several mitochondria which produce energy for movement of tail that facilitate sperm motility. motility, that facilitate sperm motility, essential for fertilization, because sperm motility is very important, because the sperm is only motile, egg is stagnant, it can't move. So that is middle piece is very important for the motility of the sperm. So you human male ejaculate about 200 to 300 millions of sperm. ह्यूमन मेल जो है वो 200 से 300 मिलियंस ऑफ स्पर्म को इजाकुलेट करता है, इन विच 40% ऑफ दैम शो मोटिलिटी. Sperm are millions in number, and in which 40% of them show motility, they can move. Sperm released from seminiferous tubule are transported by accessory ducts. I have discussed in the male reproductive system there are accessory ducts which are vas deferens, vas efferentia, epididymis, and accessory glands. These are seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland. These all ducts and glands help in the transportation, maturation of the sperm. Seminal plasma. What is seminal plasma? Secretion of ducts and glands. These the glands or ducts produce some type of secretion, mucus, that is called seminal plasma. Along with sperm make semen. What is semen? When the seminal plasma combined with sperm, that is called semen. Function of these ducts and glands are maintained by testicular hormone. The function of these glands, these male accessory ducts or glands, maintained by testicular hormone. Testicular hormone is androgen. So this is the structure of a sperm. So you can see here. So this is the head region of the sperm. Okay, head region, there is a cap like structure that is called acrosome, and it is filled with digestive enzyme. There is a covering of envelope of plasma membrane. There is a haploid nucleus contain 23 chromosome. This is the neck region, and this is the middle piece, middle portion of its body is called middle piece, and in which several mitochondria are present. Mitochondria produce energy, and it provide energy for the sperm for its motility. So this is the last part, that is the tail part. So this is all about the spermatogenesis, the process of spermatogenesis, and structure of ovum, structure of sperm. So in our next class, in our next video, we will discuss about the oogenesis and the formation of ovum from the ovary. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you.